Hello friends! Welcome to this channel, where we break the matrix of the Enlightenment and uncover facts that are undeniable. Today we will deal with the question: where does the title, Knyaz, come from? What is its origin, and what is it not? Modern academia claims that Knyaz comes from the Germanic word kuningaz, from which later developed king, konig, and other forms. But today we will see where the real roots of the word Knyaz lie, and why the Germanic theory does not hold. The oldest attested royal title in Europe is Anax, a title we encounter in the Mycenaean texts and in Homer. It is not Greek in origin. This is a Thraco-Pelasgian title, older than the Greek community itself. Anax means a divine ruler, a hero originating from the gods, a son of a divine bloodline. The so-called Greek heroes are in fact Thraco-Pelasgian royal descendants: Agamemnon, Menelaus, Odysseus, Ajax, and many others. This is the first meaning of Anax. After the Mycenaean period, the title continues to live throughout antiquity. Anax is characteristic also of the later royal houses, the Spartan kings, the dynasties of the Aegeads and Eurypontids, the Thessalian rulers, the northern Thracian kings, the Odrysian kingdom, the Macedonian kings Philip II and Alexander the Great. It is important to emphasize that the forming Ionian, or Greek, community between the 8th and 4th centuries before Christ does not adopt Anax as its official state title. It remains foreign to the classical Hellenes. Rome adopts the Thracian sacredness of power. Julius Caesar attempts to introduce the Egyptian model, where the ruler becomes a god during his lifetime, but the Roman Senate does not accept this and kills him. The problem is not merely political. It is religious political. Rome is not ready to accept a living man as a god. After Caesar, Octavian Augustus maintains the deification of Caesar, which began already under Mark Antony. And once Caesar is recognized as divine, Augustus proclaims, "I am the son of the divine." This is not the Egyptian model. This is the Balkan Thraco-Pelasgian model, in which the father becomes a god after death, and the son carries the title, Son of the Divine. Thus Rome officially adopts the formula we know from Anax and Annas, a divine father and a divine son. And so we arrive at Constantine the Great, the last ruler who can be called Son of God in the old, pre-Christian sense. His father, Constantius Chlorus, is deified after his death in the same way other emperors had been deified before him. This is a continuation of the old Thraco-Pelasgian model. The ruler becomes a god after death, and the son carries a sacred title. Constantine himself was born in Moesia, in Naissus, an environment that is a direct descendant of the Thraco-Pelasgian communities. The Moesians are related to the tribes beyond the Danube, the Getae, the Dacians and the Sclaveni. In other words, Constantine stands exactly on the border between the old model, Son of the Divine, and the new Christian world. He is the last Roman ruler who carries sacredness in the ancient sense. But after the establishment of Christianity, there is only one Son of God, Christ. The emperor can only be appointed by God, but not Son of God. The sacred dynastic line dies in Rome, but it continues to live north of the Danube. The Getae, the Veneti, and the Sclaveni preserve the old model of power. North of the Danube, the Thraco-Pelasgian peoples, described by different names in different eras, but carrying the same cultural code, preserve the old royal model, the idea of a ruler with a divine ancestor and a sacred function of kingship. And when the ruler of the Bulgarians, Asparuk, son of Kubrat, crosses the Danube and enters the lands of the Roman Empire, he brings with himself the Scytho-Sarmatian sacred model of rulership and the ancient title Knyaz, the heir of Anax. Thus the old model returns south of the Danube and meets face to face the already Christianized Roman world. Knyaz is the successor of Anax. Ka means originating from, born of, coming from. Anaz means the divine ancestor. Ka Anaz means originating from the divine, son of the divine. This is not just a title. This is a sacred formula of origin from a divine lineage. This is the inheritance of the oldest Balkan model of sacred royal power. And then, in Bulgaria, something absolutely unique for medieval Europe happens. Two different models of royal power meet and fuse into a single title. The old model, the Thracian Knyaz, coming from the north together with the Getae and Sklaveni of Asparuk, meaning originating from the divine, son of the divine lineage. And the new model, the Thraco-Roman formula, from God, widespread south of the Danube among the local Thracian communities within the Roman and Byzantine empires. The ruler is appointed by God. This is how the very descendants of Constantine express it. This model appears as the formula U Bigi, from God. By God's will. The fusion between Kanas and U Bigi gives birth to one of the most majestic titles in medieval Europe, Kanas U Bigi, son of the divine. Appointed by God. On one side stands the ancient Thraco-Pelasgian line of divine origin. On the other, the Thraco-Roman idea of a ruler established by God. There is no other European title that so clearly unites a double sacred legitimization, by blood and by divine will. This title is attested in official stone inscriptions of Kanas U Bigi Krum, Omortag, Malamir, Frisian, as well as in numerous inscriptions from Pliska and Preslav. The form Kanas U Bigi is stable, consistent, and official. It is a clearly recognized state title. After the Christianization under Boris, it becomes impossible for the ruler to bear a title that means son of the divine. In Christian theology, there is only one Son of God, Christ. Therefore, a linguistic theological operation is performed on the word Kanas. Ka means originating from. Anaz means the divine ancestor. Ka Anaz means originating from the divine, son of the divine. This is now unacceptable. Thus the first A of Anaz is removed, leaving the form Naz. Removing this A is not accidental. It removes the divine component. Anaz means the divine. Naz means leader, commander, a man of the ruling lineage, but not a deity. When the first A is removed, the divine origin disappears. And so Knyaz becomes phonetically Knyaz. This is how the title Knyaz is born, similar in sound to Kanas, but already without the meaning, son of the divine. It adopts a new, Christian meaning. A ruler of a ruling lineage, appointed by God. This is a theological correction of the ancient title, not a Germanic borrowing. From Bulgaria, the title Knyaz spreads to the entire Slavic world. Serbia, Knez, Bosnia, Knez, Croatia, Knez, Czechia, Knyaz, Slovakia, Niza, Poland, Kasiaz, Kievan Rus, Knyaz, Russia, Knyaz, Belarus, Knyaz, Ukraine, Knyaz. Everywhere it means the same thing, a ruler of a noble lineage, appointed by God, but not the Son of God. And so, friends, we saw where the word Knyaz really comes from. It does not come from the Germanic lands, as modern science claims. It originates from the lands of the oldest European civilization, the Thraco-Pelasgian one. A civilization of heroes, of sons of gods, and of kings who themselves were turned into gods after their death. From this world come Anax, Anax, Kanas U Bigi, and finally Knyaz. This is the true history of one of the oldest royal titles of Europe. Thank you, friends, for watching this video. Subscribe to the channel and leave your opinion in the comments.